Hello everyone, I'm Larry Sashwell, and this is what happened in my life last week, February 23rd through March 1st. I had a pretty productive week. Even before I had my Dutch baby Sunday morning, I went up and got this hornet's nest. It's been there all summer growing, and I was waiting for a nice cold morning to go up there and knock it out. The exterminator wanted $250 for that, and I still haven't cleaned up the site completely, but the large nest is down, and I'll wash it when I wash the rest of the house. And then I got down safely, was able to go in and make my Dutch baby. I cooked the blueberries this time while I was heating up the butter, and then I added a few fresh ones on top, and of course I always top it off with nutmeg. It came out really good. It rose so much that it pushed some of the blueberries onto the oven floor, unfortunately. But I added a little more cinnamon sugar to it, and it was delicious. And right after that, I went upstairs and with Miko's help, was able to change out 3 hall lights. We've been meaning to do this for a long time, and I finally got to it. It wasn't that difficult, but it was a little bit frustrating. I really have a hard time working in tight places like that, but it's mission accomplished, and I don't have to do that again, and they even work. The other one's around the corner. Went out and spent some time with my fish after that. Then on Monday, started off the chores. This is where the goats stand most mornings when I go out there. And came back in for another cup of coffee. And Miko entertained me in the corner of my bedroom here. And of course, looked at my bird feeders and see what was happening out there. And they were really active. This deer, I think, has come around several times. But this is Lori named this Franco for me. And this is Franco. He was a newcomer a couple of weeks ago. Very handsome guy. Tuesday, I started off making a bowl and did that little review on the sandpaper. That sandpaper really was nice. Went to Ethan's baseball game that afternoon, but he didn't play, so I didn't film much. Raccoons visiting every night. There is a raccoon up here with a bad leg. I don't think I put the video on this one. I'm glad to see the blue jays here. We have more blue jays in our yard this year than ever. It was Wednesday morning, so that meant I had track practice out at Monroe on Tuesday. So I stopped by the rock yard and got a yard and a half of garden soil and put it out. And did a little more bird watching. That afternoon, Peyton has her learner's permit, and Karen let her drive down to her subdivision. The little rose here is looking really pretty, as are the daffodils. And I think a little crocus is coming up too. That afternoon, while at track practice, I got a picture from Ben. This is his crane working stretched out onto the other side of the house. So I sent him a picture of my track practice, and Karen sent us both a picture of Peyton at her horseback riding lesson. And I really am enjoying the daffodils. They're one of my favorite flowers. They just say spring all over them. I'm really glad to see the possums. I haven't seen the possums much all winter long. Thursday, more blue jays and the other birds, really enjoying that bird food. I also had an interview this morning.
Yes.
This company wanted to know why I chose the bird feeders I have.
Yeah, I think the appearance is
We had
important.
an hour-long conversation. And more daffodils. I got the bird bath up and running, and the birds have really been enjoying it. And we had a track meet that afternoon, and 12 teams there. It's one of my throwers. We did real well. My girls won the discus and got second. And more possum shots. Yesterday, the birds found the fountain even before the solar panel hit the sun. And these bluebirds on this fountain just make me really happy. Glad I provided it for them. One leaves, another one comes. I also did some woodworking. This project should be finished next week. And another bird. This one looks young. I don't think they've had any babies yet, but that looks like a young bird. And that afternoon, Peyton had a horseback riding lesson. This is her horse, Noah. While Karen was at the horseback riding lesson, I went to the ball game. Ethan was the pitcher today, and they won the game 5-4. Did a good job. He's a good athlete. No apologies. More daffodils and crocus. I love spring. I can't wait to get the garden going. This is the daffodils up in behind the house. And then today, of course, start off with a garden update. This is take 1. March 1st, garden update. Starting in the basement today. While I was editing my garden update, Abby was over here riding Nugget, and she also lunged Kaya, but I didn't make it. I got out just in time to see her bringing Nugget back. And more bluebirds on the bird bath. And this bluebird was a little territorial. It chased the titmouse right out. I mentioned in my garden video that I need to get a fence up to contain Goldie and Mildred, and I did that this afternoon. Karen helped me, but I have to stop the tape right here because she shows up and she doesn't want to be taped. While we were working on the fence, we got pictures from the girls. They had gone to a trip to San Antonio and went on the river walk. And I was able to catch Goldie. As soon as I fed the horses, she was for some reason in the barnyard. She usually isn't. And the door was open, and I just chased her right in there. So Goldie is put up, Mildred is not so much. And that was my week. I was very happy to get Goldie in there. We'll get Mildred tomorrow. Thanks for watching. I'll leave you here with another bluebird. I haven't gotten this fountain going yet.